Shut up and sit down.
Hi, my name's Ray Peck. This is Split Decision Boxing. I'm just going to give you a brief overview of tonight's fight at the O2 Arena between James DeGale and Chris EUBANK Jr. For those of you that haven't seen it or haven't heard at the moment, Chris EUBANK Jr. won on a unanimous points decision after flooring DeGale twice, once in the second round and once in the 10th round. Took me by surprise, to be honest. I'd actually predicted in my earlier videos, if you go back and have a look, I'd predicted DeGale to win in the 8th round. But to be quite honest, as the fight went on, it was fairly obvious that DeGale just wasn't at the pictures, as they say, tonight. They came out. DeGale was sort of dancing around the ring, and EUBANK was holding the center of the ring. But once he got hit in that second round, I gave the first round as a draw. Once he got hit in that second round and went to the canvas, it wasn't a complete knockdown, but it was enough to make him go down and sort of almost sit on his backside. But from that point on, DeGale was just not the fighter that we know he can be. For me, he looked his punches weren't accurate. They lacked a lot of power. He was going from orthodox to southpaw, as we know that he does. But every time he threw a jab, which was a good jab, he had nothing to back it up. The moment he came forward, EUBANK was on the counter, and it was almost, you could tell that was EUBANK's game plan. And the other very clever game plan that they had, which became apparent throughout the fight, you could hear the cornermen when there was 30 seconds left of every round. The cornermen were shouting 30 seconds, and at that point EUBANK turned it on. And that's a very clever tactic, because what he did in doing that was, by coming on very, very strong at the end of each round, those questionable rounds, those ones that might have been a 10-10 round, or maybe even a 10-9 to DeGale up to that point, he made an impression on the judges and nicked those rounds as well. So in the end, it was a convincing a win for EUBANK. As I say, I never saw that coming. I never thought that was going to be the case. But it was a well-deserved win, and it was a very mature performance from Chris EUBANK Jr. I think he's shown tonight that he is indeed of the caliber to possibly be a world champion, and certainly earned the right to, it's put him in control, if you like. But what happens now for James DeGale? He was the one who was saying that this is the retirement fight. At the end of the fight, he was interviewed, and he didn't commit himself to saying, yes, I am going to retire, but what he was sort of pushing the point was, look, I've done it all. I've been a world champion, blah 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 blah. I'm Olympic gold medalist, etc., etc. My opinion on that would be, based on this performance tonight, I would say, James, it's time to hang up your gloves, mate, because you have made your mark in boxing, in world boxing. You've won at every level, and tonight I just thought it was a bridge too far. You looked like, I don't want to say like a shot boxer, because that's unfair to James DeGale, but you looked like a boxer who was on the decline rather than on the up. And if that's the case, we all know where that goes. So for the sake of your own health, and your own peace of mind, go out in style, my friend. You've been a champion. You've been a great champion. It's sometimes it must be very painful for him, because we know the ill feeling between him and Chris Eubank Jr. Goes way back to that infamous sparring session. It was nice to see that he gave Chris the respect at the end of the fight, grudgingly, or probably, but he was a gentleman about it, and that was nice to see, and vice versa. So that's what happened. Just on a footnote, that the judges' scorecards, I'm just trying to do this from memory, I think it was 115 to 112, 114 to 112, and one had 117 to 110. Now, I didn't have it that clear. I actually had scored it myself, and I had it at 115 to 112. So two of the judges were sort of with me. One was, obviously saw it very differently and saw. But it was one of those fights that that's what could have happened. As I say, with the tactics of the last 30 seconds, it was very easy to give Chris rounds that perhaps you might not have done, if that makes sense. So anyway, there we go. Chris Eubank Jr. is the winner tonight by a unanimous points decision, after putting DeGale down twice in the fight and rocking him several times. So congratulations to Chris Eubank Jr. I hope you've liked this video. My name is Ray Peck. This channel is called Split Decision. I hope you like it. Please subscribe up here, press up here, and please like and please leave a comment. Thank you very much.
Shut up and sit down.